Hello everyone! Welcome to my channel Math with Mrs. O. I'm Ofelia Orate, Principal Owner of a school and Core Concepts Tutorial Center, a math teacher and an author of 21 math books. Today we're going to have a college entrance exam review in math. I've been conducting college entrance exam review for UPCAT, ACET, DLSUCET, USTET, PUPCET for more than 20 years now. Okay, let's start with you smashing the subscribe button and hitting the bell button. Problem number 1. Out of 60 students, 1/5 are girls. 1/4 of the girls have long hair. How many students are girls with long hair? Okay, so all you have to do is to multiply 1/5 times 60, meaning we're getting 1/5 of 60. So this is 60 over 1. You just cancel. 60 divided by 5 is 12. Let's check that. 60 divided by 5. 1 times 5 is 5. 6 minus 5 is 1. 10 divided by 5 is 2. So there are 12 girls. 1/4 of the girls. So you now get 1/4 times 12. 1/4 of the girls. 12 is over 1. 12 divided by 4 is 3. This is understood to be 1. So 3 are girls with long hair. So the correct answer is letter B. 3 are girls with long hair. Problem number 2. 1 over x plus 1 over y equals 1 over z. If x equals 2 and y equals 5, what is z? Okay, so all you have to do is to substitute the values of x and y here. So 1 over x becomes 1 over 2 because x is 2. 1 over y becomes 1 over 5. Did you get that? Substitute 2 here and then 5 here, equals 1 over z. We're asked to solve for the value of z. So, add this. How do we add fractions again with unlike denominators? Find the LCD. 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5, times 1, that is 5, plus 10 divided by 5 is 2, 2 times 1 is 2. This is 1 over z. So you have here 5 plus 2 is 7 over 10 equals 1 over z. Okay, in this case, it is z which is being asked. So all you have to do is to take a shortcut. If 1 over z is 7 over 10, then z must be 10 over 7. There, did you get me? So the correct answer is 10 over 7. Let's have practice. Let's have practice here. Or let us say you ended up with 1 over x equals 1/3. What is x? What is x? X is equal to 3. Why? See, they are already both 1 over. Oh, what about if 1 over x equals 3/5? What is x? Get the reciprocal. So x is 5 over 3. There. I hope you got me. Let's move on to problem number 3. In problem number 3, it says here, what would be the closest approximation to square root of 65? You think of the nearest perfect square. Nearest perfect square to 65. What is that? 64. Right? Because the square root of 64 is equal to 8. Now, take a look at the choices. So, will it be B or C? The correct answer is B. Why B? You know, if you're going to have 8.5, that is so far already. So far from 65 because this square root of 64 is 8 and we're looking for the square root of 65. The only difference is 1. So you cannot have a 0.5, but you can only have nearly like 8.1. Next, problem number 4. What is the area of the shaded portion of the given figure? Okay, let's take a look at this. This is 5, 3, 5, 3, so this is 8. 5, 3, so this is 8, 5, 0. So we see that we have here a square. And this is, let's take a look at the triangle. We have a 5, 3 here, a 5, 3, a 5, 3. Did you notice that triangle 1, let's call this triangle 1, triangle 2, and triangle 3 are congruent triangles? So they must have the same area. So now we can take a shortcut to take the area of the shaded figure. All we have to do is to subtract the areas of the 3 triangles. So 3 times the area of one triangle. Subtract from what? From the area of the big square. There. The side of the square is 8 there. Therefore, its area is side square, or 64 square centimeters, minus 3 times the area of a triangle. Remember, a triangle has area base times height divided by 2. So here, since it is a right triangle here, there, your base and height can be, R, 5 times 3. This can be your base, this can be your height, this can be your base, this can be your height. Base, height. Base times height divided by 2. Times 3 again, because there are triangle 2, and triangle 3. So this is, we cannot cancel anything here. This is over 1, understood to be over 1. 5 times 3, 15 times 3 is 45 over 2. So we have here 64 minus 45 over 2 is 22.5. So we subtract this here, minus 22.5. So this is 0, borrow 1, 10 minus 5 is 5. 3 minus 2 is 1. Align the decimal point. 6 minus 2 is 4. So the correct answer is 41.5 square centimeters. Where is that? Letter C. In problem number 5, oh, this is Tagalog. Filipino. Why do we have Filipino here? In problem number 5, 6, and 7. For your information, last year and in the previous years, there were really questions in math which were written in the Filipino language. So I want you to be exposed as early as now in the Filipino language for math problems, because you will see that it is not that easy, because here in the Philippines we use the English language for math teaching. Ilang tatsulok ang makikita sa larawan? In English, how many triangles can be seen in the figure? Tatsulok. Tatsulok, triangle. How many triangles can you see in the figure? Oh, let's count. Let's have the biggest triangle. How many are there? The big triangle, there's 1. Now, the singles, the small singles triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9. What else? We can have a triangle consisting of this. There. Consisting of 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have 1, and then 2 here, and then 3. Did you get that? The fours. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's add all of them. 9, 10, 13. We have a total of 13 triangles. So the correct answer is letter E. Problem number 6. Ang product ng dalawang magkasunod na positive integer ay 182. Ano ang dalawang integer? Okay. Positive. Yung positibo, positive. Product is the answer in multiplication. Magkasunod. Magkasunod is consecutive. O diba? Medyo nahihirapan tayo kapag sarili nating wika. Kasi hindi tayo nasanay, no? Panay tayo kasi nag-i-English pag tayo ay tinuturuan sa matematika. So, let me translate it in English. The product of two consecutive positive integer is 182. What is the integer? Okay. 18 times 19 is 18 times 19 is not 182, is it? Let's try that. 18 times 9. Because I can see that it must be very big because 18 is very near 20. 19 is also very near 20. 20 times 20 is 400. But this is only 182. So 18 times 19 must be giving us like 300 something. So I think D cannot be an answer already. Okay, let's take a look at 12 and 16. 12 and 16, I don't think they are. Will give us 182 because 16 is near 15, 12. Okay, let me just multiply then. 6 times 2, 12, 2 carry 1. 6 times 1, 6 plus 1 is 7. 2 times 1 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. See, it's 192. It's not 182. And since the problem is asking for positive, A is already out. C, as we have seen here, is out. So, E is already out. Ang mga sagot sa 1 at 2 means the answers in 1 and 2, A is out, so it cannot be E. So, the correct answer is 13. Let us try that. Let's check that. 13 times 14. 3 times 4 is 12. 2 carry 1. 4 times 1 is 4. Plus 1 is 5. 3 times 1 is 3. 1 times 1 is 1. Oh, that's it. 182. Oh, let me just give you a story about solving math problems in Tagalog. Tagalog or Filipino language. Even my students at Philippine Science High School during the time that I was teaching there were telling me that they really had a problem when they saw the test papers with math written in Filipino. So don't worry. All you have to do is to practice. We have a book here which have a math reviewer, and some of the problems were really written in Filipino so that the students will have more practice on it. Problem number 7. Ang lapad ng parihaba ay mas maiksi ng 9 na sentimetro kaysa 2 beses ng kanyang haba. Wait a minute. Let us translate. Lapad, width. Haba is length. Ayan. Okay, sulat natin. Ang haba ay length. Ang lapad ay width. Oh, so, Let me translate this in English. The width of a rectangle, parihaba is a rectangle. The width of a rectangle is 9 centimeters smaller than 2 times its length. So the width, W, let us let it be W, the width is 9 centimeters less than 2 times the length. Yan. Kung ang area nito ay 35 square centimetro, if the area is 35 square centimeters, ano ang sukat, dimensyon ng parihaba? What are the dimension or what is the dimension of the rectangle? Okay, so we can have here the area 35 is length times the width. Area 35 is length is, let it be L, times the width is here, 2L minus 9. Oh, it's quadratic. But let's just take a look at the choices. 3 times 5 will not give you an area of 35. It will give you an area of 3 times 5 is 15. 5 times 7, it will give you an area of 35. 7 times 9 will give you an area of 63. 8 times 10 will give you an area of 80. Oh, so the correct answer is letter B. See, this problem is good because, you know, in a college entrance exam, you will be under time pressure. So if you see that the equation like this is kind of complicated, you better go back to the choices and try to see. Just like here, you can get the correct answer easily. Let us say you didn't notice that. You went on solving this. Let us try that. So 35 equals L times 2L is 2L squared minus 9L. Then 2L squared minus 9L. Transpose 35 minus 35 equals 0. I transpose 35 to the other side. What do you do here? You use completing the square, quadratic formula, or factoring. Let's try factoring. 2 times AC. Let's try the AC test. 2 times negative 35 is negative 70. Oh, do we have factors of negative 70, which when added will give us a negative 9? Okay, so you have negative 70 and 1. No. Negative 35 and 2. No. What else? You have 7 or negative 7. Negative 10. Negative 10 times 7. Oh, meron pa ba? Oh, parang negative 70. I-try nga natin. 5 times 2 is 10 times 7. Let's play with this. Oh, 14. 7 times 2 is negative 14 and 5. There. Negative 14 times 5 is negative 70. Negative 14 plus 5 is negative 9. So, since we were able to get factors which when added will give us negative 9, so the factors here will be, recall factoring. 2L squared minus 9L minus 35 equals 0. Change this into, you copy first, then change this into this. Negative 14L plus 5L minus 35 equals 0. And then group this and then group this. Common factor is 2L, factor it out. 2L squared divided by 2L is L. Minus 14L divided by 2L is 7. Plus, common factor out here is 5 times the quantity. 5L divided by 5 is L. Minus 7 equals 0. Look at this. L minus 7 is common to both. So the factors are L minus 7 times 2L plus 5 equals 0. Equate this to 0. You get L is 7. Ta-da! Here you have 2L plus 5 equals 0. This will give you a negative 5 halves. No, 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 no. You cross this. Why? You can't have a negative length. So L is 7 there. So if your L is 7, the width from here is 2L minus 9. So 2 times 7, 14 minus 9, you get 5. That's the width. 7 times 5 is 35. There. So you see? So you have to remember what I told you. If you are coming up with a complicated equation, not really complicated, but with a harder equation, you go back. Look at the choices. You might see the answer immediately. I'm so happy I was of service to you. I was able to help you. Please, again, don't forget to add kindness, subtract judgment, multiply understanding equals Mrs. O's good life equation. Don't forget, subscribe, smash the subscribe button and the bell button. Bye!